Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. Jamaica's Sunshine Girls are now in England for their three-match test series against the English, starting on January 11. It marks the return to England for the girls who won a historic Commonwealth Games silver medal in that country in August last year. Goal attack Shanice Beckford has been named vice-captain of the team for the first time and says she's embracing the new responsibility.
Well, I've been playing for 10 years for the senior team. However, I've always been on the leadership program, but not like vice captain or captain. I think I've been running from it, but I guess they finally decided to give it.
Now, the series will get underway in Manchester at the AO Arena on January 11 before the teams travel to the Copper Box Arena in London for games on January 14 and 15. The two sides last met in 2021, where the Roses came out on top with a 2-1 series victory, their first series win against the Sunshine Girls since 2013. Now, the incident involving Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin should once again bring the issue of having defibrillators at sporting events back into sharp focus, according to well-known sports medicine specialist Dr. Paul Wright. Hamlin remains in critical condition after suffering sudden cardiac arrest following a tackle in his team's Monday night game against the Cincinnati Bengals in the NFL. Dr. Wright says there are worrying signs for Hamlin based on the recent developments.
What I was looking for at the time is to see if they was carrying out this defibrillating machine, this external defibrillator. I didn't see it out there, and then the crowd went around him. It took a little time for the ambulance to come. And I'm told now by reading that this man was resuscitated on the field, got into the ambulance, and when he reached the hospital, had to be resuscitated again. That is not a very good sign, because that means that the heart at some stage, on some two occasions, was not beating properly, and you would get less oxygen to the brain. And less oxygen to the brain can lead to serious long-term effects. And as of we speaking now, I was told by somebody overseas that he is in ICU, in a cardiac monitor, on a ventilator. That means that they have paralyzed him, put him in an induced coma, breathing for him, and all we can do is to hope and pray.
Now, Steve Smith overtook Sadon Bradman on the list of Australian century makers with his 30th ton to go with Usman Khawaja's highest ever score as the hosts battered South Africa's bowlers on a rain-affected day 2 of the third and final test in Sydney. Smith made 104 to go with Khawaja's unbeaten 195 to pilot the Aussies to 475 for 4 when the rain forced an early end to the day's play. In the process, Smith surpassed Michael Clarke to become the 4th highest run scorer as he shared in a 209-run third-wicket stand with Khawaja. Khawaja, who has struck 19 fours and a 6 in his innings, also featured in a 112-run fourth-wicket stand with Travis Head, who made 70. Anrik Nortje has 2 for 56 for the Proteas, while Keshav Maharaj and Kagisa Rabada have a wicket each. And New Zealand have given themselves a chance of winning the second and final test against hosts Pakistan and winning the series 1-0 as Pakistan is limped to the close of day 4 at none for 2, chasing 319 runs for victory in Karachi. It comes after the Kiwis declared their second innings at 277 for 5. Michael Bracewell was left unbeaten on 74, while wicketkeeper batter Tom Blundell also made 74 to go with 62 from Tom Latham and 41 from Kane Williamson. Earlier, Pakistan, resuming their first innings on 407 for 9, were dismissed 6 balls into the day, adding only a run at 408 in reply to 449 made by the visitors. Ish Sodhi claimed 3 for 95 to go with 3 for 88 from Ajaz Patel. Saud Shakil was left unbeaten on 125. And that's it for your midday sports report. Shamela?
Thank you, Jordan. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.